Good evening, everybody around the world. This is Kelly Stamps. Tonight, I am aimlessly walking around Financial District, an area that is mostly dominated by men, to ask them questions regarding dating. Why? Because it is the third day of fall in New York City. You know what that means? Cuffing season. We all want to be loved and cared for during cuffing season because it is cold. Even myself, a part-time asexual, suddenly has the carnal desire to be with a man. I will investigate and see what kind of people we're working with here in New York City, because men differ on the West Coast and the East Coast. Let's get started. I found him sitting here along Wall Street. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Great. So Akshay, are you comfortable with your wife having male friends and spending lots and lots of time with them without you being there?
Yeah, I have. It's not a problem to me. I mean, I trust my wife. I would trust her, and I would have a problem with that. I think I'd be totally fine with that.
Great answer, Akshay. This is Jake. Hello, Jake.
Hi.
Do you think jealousy is healthy in a relationship?
I think a little bit of jealousy is healthy in a relationship. It's got to be tempered with honesty about it. I think as long as you can be honest with your partner about the fact that you're jealous, I think that can be healthy a little bit. I think if that's all you're thinking about is who they're with when you're not around them, that's probably a deal breaker and a red flag. But a little bit, sure, why not? As long as you're being honest about it.
Very nice answer. Wow, look at that, ladies. My next subject's name is Marcus. I stopped him here on his bicycle to ask the burning question. Are there any job deal breakers you have when it comes to dating women?
Okay, personally, no. I don't have any distinction when it comes to dating any person from maybe police or nursing, because it's all about the choice. Yeah.
Would you date someone who stripped for money?
What? Sorry?
A stripper. Would you date a stripper?
Oh, well, then that becomes a little bit complicated, because sometimes people look at the labels,
right.
And personally, I don't think so.
That is okay. Just be who you are.
Here we have Fergus. He is a man and he works in technology.
Hello.
Hello, Fergus. How do you feel about having sex on the first date?
I think it depends on the person, but go for it.
Is there a certain ethnicity of woman that you would not date?
That I would not date. No.
So you like black girls?
I am not, I don't have any particular type or preference, but I'm not opposed to black girls. Yeah.
He's not opposed, ladies.
Yeah.
There you go, that is Fergus. Back with another question. We're here with Jake again.
Hi.
He's not from State Farm, he's a social worker. How do you feel about sex on the first date?
Great. No, I have been thinking a lot about this after some recent dates, and I think it can be okay depending on the chemistry. I think for me personally, it maybe makes things a little confusing if I'm actually interested in the person. Sometimes sex on the first date can kind of cloud that. So I've been thinking a lot about that. I'm open to it, but I think I'm going to be a little more slow about it.
Selective. I see. Interesting. This is Shahazat. Hello, he is from London, and we're gonna ask him, what is your favorite quality in a woman?
Yes, basically my favorite clause, the clause which can be cover the, the body of the women, because in my point of view, the woman is a natural, the beauty created by the God, So if she is original, she can be look very beautiful.
Very good answer. Here's your microphone. Ashish.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable dating a woman who makes significantly more money than yourself?
Yeah, I think definitely, because one of the things I would look forward to a woman I'd like is they being incredibly smart and incredibly skilled at what they do, and especially liking what they do. So if they make a lot of money, good for me.
Great. So you wouldn't be jealous, let's say, if I told you my annual income is $5 million a year from YouTube?
No?
And I have like 10 private jets.
You should take me somewhere.
My questions were quite random and did not indicate much about men as a whole in New York City. But it was fun to walk around and ask people random questions with a lint roller. But what I can tell you from my experience is that dating sucks here in New York. It seems like most men are just trying to hook up. I asked some men the question, what are you looking for in your next relationship? 4 of them said, off camera, I don't want one. Men come here to work. They don't come to romanticize New York City and get into relationships. The toughest part about dating in New York City is that there are so many options. I mean, look at that. The whole island, you have so many different people. So this causes people to pretty much act in the flightiest way by default. And let me tell you, I work in a restaurant on the weekends as a host, and I see so many men and women get stood up, it is depressing. Sometimes I go sit at their table and eat with them. If you're like me and you seek monogamous relationships, try a different approach. Do not go on those dating apps. Men here flip through those profiles like a catalog of Brooks Brothers shirts. Take yourself to dinner, dress up, go to a bar and sit at the end like a loner, and it will attract men. I say this from experience because I eat by myself all the time, and sometimes guys come up to me and they're like, I admire your solo dining. But on a serious note, let's get serious for a second. Ladies, take responsibility for yourself. If you want to stop getting fucked over, don't be afraid to let people know what you're actually looking for. But also don't sound too rigid. I have a way of making it clear that I am seeking a monogamous relationship without directly stating it. If you state it right off the bat, it will scare some men off. I mean, good for you because they weren't worth your time anyway, but I prefer not to do that. I simply wait until a guy proves he can be a good friend first. Then he can unlock the magic conch. Highlight and underline this next statement I'm about to say. Being able to pass on a guy without feeling guilty is key. Being able to pass on a guy without feeling guilty is key. Giving somebody a 3rd date out of guilt will turn into a 3-month relationship out of guilt. Then it's gonna be awkward when you have to end it. So take responsibility for yourself.
Stop it! When you take responsibility for yourself.
Men here have a carousel of women to hook up with. I was dating somebody for over 6 weeks. Then I asked him, hey, I like where this is going. Are you interested in a relationship? Like a, exclusive one? He answered with a really dodgy answer.
Sure, I'm open to whatever happens.
But you know what? Relationships don't just happen. Hookups happen. It takes a lot of work to form and sustain a relationship here in New York City. So do not come here thinking your life is going to be a fairy tale like Sex and the City or Cheetah Girls, I don't know. It's just not like that, and that is the truth. Thank you for watching my video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments about your experiences dating in New York City, and let me know what interviews you want to see. I like talking to random people, it's fun. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get more quality content from Kelly Stamps. Thank you for joining the Stampede. Goodbye.